Hello everyone. So in our last videos, we have already discussed about all the software layers that are from application to session, like application, presentation and session belongs to software layer. Now I am going to discuss about one of the important layer of OSI model, which name is transport. Now, what is the meaning of transport layer actually? So, transport layer is used for end-to-end connectivity. Okay, so like it provides information from software layer to hardware layer and hardware layer to software layer. Like if I want to send any information from my WhatsApp, then transport layer helps taken the data from the app and after that send data to the network device router. That's why it is known as the heart of OSI. Okay, so this is my heart, but this is not actually heart that belongs to medical science. I'm just taking an example. As a heart works for human body, it is going for working as a blood pumping, like each and every like my hands, each and every organ of my body taking blood with the help of heart. So heart of OSI means transport layer is same as working with the heart of human body. Okay, so there are so many tasks that are used by transport layer, so they are very much important task. So the task that is performed by transport layer, that is identifying services. Now in application layer we have discussed about like application layer used to provide network services, but transport layer is used to identifying the networking services, like which service is used for which purpose. After that, this layer is also works on multiplexing and demultiplexing, also segmentation of data. Like on internet, if I'm going to send message from one interface to another interface or one location to another location, then segmentation process is data comes from one PC and when it transferred from one PC to another PC, it comes with segments like the parts of data. I will explain you in my next slides. Sequencing and reassembly. Now, this layer is used for sequencing the data. For example, you send information to your friends, hello Jack, what are you doing? But due to internet problem, the message came from your PC to your Jack PC, like Jack, what are you question mark doing? Like that is not a proper sequence. So transport layer is used to provide sequencing and reassembly. Flow control is the word which is used in three-way handshaking that we will discuss in my next slide. And error correction. I just want to let you know about one important concept. Many people think that error correction and detection works belongs to transport layer. But I just want to show you one difference. Error correction is done by transport layer, but error detection is done by layer 2, data link layer. So when we will discuss about data link layer, I will explain you the concept of CRC, cyclic redundancy check. So let's move on to the official concepts of transport layer. That is very important. My first thing is how to identifying services. Like there are so many protocols, how they identified. So the difference belongs to TCP and UDP. Now, what is the difference? Now, TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and UDP is your User Datagram Protocol. Now, what is the difference between TCP and UDP? Actually, TCP is connection oriented. Connection oriented means when you send data, you will get acknowledgement. Okay, it will check the path and after checking the path, it will send the information. After that, it will collect the information and then you can send your actual message. TCP is connection oriented, but this is a reliable approach. I can understand that it is reliable, but it is slower than UDP because in TCP, when it checks the path from source to destination, it will take some time. And the port number of TCP is 6 and the examples HTTP, FTP and SMTP. So HTTP is used to provide web server connectivity, FTP is file transfer protocol, and SMTP is used to transfer mails. Now, what is the difference from TCP to UDP? In UDP, the connection is less. Now, there is no meaning of connectionless means like there is no connection. Connectionless means when you are about to send your data from one port to another port, then you will not get any acknowledgement because it is unreliable. The process is very fast and port number is 17, but you will not get any acknowledgement, so that's why it is known as connectionless. And the example of UDP is DNS, domain name server. Domain name server is used to resolve a domain name from IP and IP to domain name. DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol, used to provide IP address automatically to LAN devices. And tribal file transfer protocol is also example of UDP. Okay, so this is used to identifying the services like HTTP, FTP, SMTP are under with TCP, and DNS, DHCP and TFTP. Like any connection oriented protocol belongs to TCP and any connection less protocol belongs to UDP. Now, when we transfer our data from upper layer to lower layer, then many to one and one to many approach is there. Like many protocols belongs to TCP, many to one, and many protocol belongs to UDP, many to one. But if we check this process from bottom to top, then this is known as one to many. So this is the example of multiplexing and demultiplexing. Now I'm going to take an example of segmentation, because transport layer main work is segmentation. Now what is segmentation? Now for example, I am sending data from A PC to B PC. Okay, so for example, my message is hello, how are you? So when A send data to B, then it will be in the segment format. Hello, how are you? Question mark. Now one message is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 part, and B receives that information. Sometime in network there is a problem when it sends the data from A PC to B PC with the help of segmentation, but B receives the information with wrong sequence. You, hello, how, question mark, are. Now this is not the right sequence, like you, hello, how, question mark, are. I am not able to understand this. So this layer is also provide sequencing and reassembly. Now how this provides reassembly and sequence? It will send back information to B. I will show you. First I will clear this. You, hello, how, question mark, are is received by B. Then A send information to B with number system 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Automatically it will check the sequence. Now you, hello, how, question mark, are is there, but computer understand numeric language, so it will reassemble the data. And now there is a problem. For example, any segment is missing there. Due to internet connectivity, segment miss. Like for example, A wants to send data to B and data is sent. You can check here. But when data sends after sequencing and reassembly, my segment is missing there. So if my segment is missing there, then there is a problem from data link layer. Like data link layer is used for error detection, but this layer is used for error correction. So B will send data back to A. You can check. B send data back to A. A will acknowledge this and send data back to B, and the missing segment will be completed. So this is used for error correction also. Now in next slide we will check. This is also used for flow control, but we need to understand here what is a flow control actually. I already told you that transport layer is the heart of OSI. For example, A wants to send data to B. So we send packet as a window. So A send 3 windows to B. So now 1, 2, 3. B received 3 window and it acknowledged back from A. You can check. The meaning is that A can send to B with the proper 3 windows. Now A send 5 window to B for checking, like it can accept with 5 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But B receives only 4 windows here. So the meaning is that B acknowledge only 4 packets, 4 segments, 4 windows. So PCA can send 4 segments at a time to PCB. So this is the example of flow control. Now, data comes from application to presentation with port number. Again, data coming from presentation to session layer. But when it comes from session to transport, then transport layer add one header with data. So after adding this header, this data will become segment. So we can say the PDU of transport layer is segment. PDU means protocol data unit. So this is all about transport layer. In our next video, we will discuss about network layer and we will check how internet works. Thank you so much.